Well, here, I'm doing a reaction. I think it's called a reaction video based on things that have been going on lately. I want to clear up some things. First of all, my background. I've said it over and over before, but I guess people don't really catch what I'm saying. I've been on YouTube off and on for about 18 years. I made videos. I began making videos almost at the beginning. And I gotta say, I never consider myself a professional, but compared to the garbage and shit I see now, and basically everybody kissing everybody else's asses, you know, I'm a genius. Okay, so I started a channel. It's called Atheism Defended. This is a hack from the thing. Not that atheism needs any defense. You look at the religious nut jobs, and especially nowadays, and just let them do their talking. And I built up quite a following of people. Not that I was there to do that, but it just happened. It wasn't monetized. Don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. Because once you monetize, then you're selling out, and you have to cater to the mob. The channel was attacked once I became very popular. And people did things that were unbelievable. I won't spare you, but I mean, one person had a channel that looked just like mine. It contained the 130 or so videos in there, just like mine. My picture was on it. He created this false channel. I didn't know until after the fact. And then he went around saying rotten, vile things to people of color, using the N-word, females, things. And I will go. I didn't know anything about this. I wake up one day, and next thing I got a load of comments somewhere in there. We found them. We caught them. We took care of them. And I'm saying we because there is a we. I know this guy, Tactical Scalper, keeps thinking he's getting hit with these people, and they're trolls or they're me. One thing he said, a couple of things he said, well, I gave myself away because I played the same song on 2 different channel IDs. Wow. I didn't realize one person has to play a song, right? Later on he said something about psychological tells, which he copied from me. This guy is not original. Videos he's made comments in there that my exact comments about stocks and then denied it later on. So he said his psychological tells gave away to people's writing. Well, genius, I told the genius, I tried to tell him anyway, psychological tells have nothing to do with what one person writes. In fact, one person can write just like another person, just to pretend they're that person or vice versa. I was in counterintelligence, as I said, psychological tells. We were taught about that. It's what you're looking at right now, facial expressions. If I like hesitated like this, or looked around like that, or kept my hands like this, I'm lying. My eyebrows going up, you know. That's psychological tells. It has nothing to do with writing. So people were going after him, supposedly. I found out later who those people were. And by the way, if you're listening, the Temptress is a person that's been with me almost from the beginning of when I was on YouTube. She's from Canada. The, what was it, the Alpha Male or something like that. He allowed me to give his name. His name is Butch Derman. He was an army buddy of mine. I've known him since we went overseas together, came back, split up for a while, and then got together on YouTube, all right? There are 2 of about a dozen people that I correspond with, and it helped me. Why is that important? Well, of course, talking about these servers, these things that are a joke. Just retire on dividends. I call that the Cesspool server because he allows anything to go because he's monetized. Some moron from down under called him the most decent man he ever met at a Kilmer chat thing with YieldMax TV. By the way, I'm friends with YieldMax TV. Okay, very good friends. Have given him information. I'm admitting that. But he said, this guy retiring dividends is a decent man. Yeah. Well, he makes $2,000 a month on revenue from YouTube. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But down under, they're not too bright. Anyway, my pain began recently over this guy Ryan Dengler, making a joke. I made the mistake of saying something about my son being killed 3 years ago in that shithole New York. And he comes in and says, well, maybe you can make YouTube videos about it and cry about him. He thought it was a joke. It's a nightmare we've lived with every day. A guy that's supposed to be a moderator over there, Ragnar, from joked with him back in Canada. From Canada, he's from Ragnar, right? Never did anything. The guy should have been banned immediately, right? Later on, when I went after him, he didn't deny it. He said the first thing out of his mouth when I went after him over another server, in his server, coach's server, I approached and called him out on it. When you accuse somebody of something, if they say, "Where's the proof?" instead of just deny it, they're guilty, okay? They're guilty. Take my word for it. He didn't deny it or anything. Where's the proof? Show me the proof. Well, I happen to have a comment that Ragnar made about it. Posted that. Well, it's not proof. There's no evidence. There's no evidence, right? Next thing you know, over the coach's site, somebody else pretending to be coach, it was a bot, looked just like coach, but there was a parrot or something, starts defending this guy Dengler to me, saying he would never do anything like that. Well, guess what? It must have been Dengler. Okay, I think so. Went back to try to find his comments. They were gone. I found out later. Somebody told me he has a habit of removing comments that he's made. Try to backpedal. Lo and behold, though, remember I said my friends and so on. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying about a month or so later, his channel went down. Somebody took it down, caused it to go down. Went back up again, and about a week later, it went back down again. Right? I joked to Dengler about it on some other venue. He said, "Well, I have enough evidence to go to the police." I'm fucking jerk off. Okay, so that was my thing. But anyway, I tangled with some other people over on the Cesspool server, and I was put on a what do you call it, timeout. Last time I was put on a timeout, I was in kindergarten. Okay. 24 hours later, the timeout expired. I went back in again. I went after the son of a bitches. One guy is called Rahib. He's an Islamist. He's 25 years old. They don't have any heart, okay? He was going after this guy, and he had it in the past. He was doing it too. This guy terrorized somebody who doesn't have the balls to defend his own wife. So I jumped in. I tried to intervene. Next thing you know, I get tossed out again, and this time I'm banned because I really got heated, all right? Because this guy, this Mark, I call him Dark Mark, doesn't want confrontation. You know, he's got his revenue coming in, and he's got to save that revenue stream. Well, he's a piece of shit, too. But when he did that, and he just threw me out because other people must have been complaining, he declared war on me, or he declared war on the truth of things coming out. So that's where we are now. I have nothing to do with doing anything illegal or anything. Just things happen. One last thing before I end this. Kilmer had some asshole in his thing, muscle investor or something like that. And this guy was making that. Kilmer kind of poo-pooed it away because he's a gentle soul. But the guy, I went into his and looked and saw the comments, and he was making comments that could have been used against Kilmer if other people took it. And some people were talking about it in the comment section. One of the things the guy was saying was, Kilmer's a danger to new investors. He's harmful, and he's violating laws and things like that. He actually said it in the thing, and other people took it. I was very concerned. Things happen. The muscle man, or whatever his name is, his channel went down. Came back after a week. He did some sarcastic boo-hooing like somebody didn't like his words and all. He's going to speak the truth. He started again on Kilmer. His channel went back down again. When he came back, he kind of forgot about Kilmer. You can draw your own fucking conclusions, okay? You can draw your own conclusions, but I'm going to start doing videos, and my videos aren't going to be really attack videos or anything as much. One of these assholes are not worth the time of day. We're going to start up different things, things we used to do that got us so popular on YouTube and all, because we're very intelligent people. When you're recruited for Army intelligence, counterintelligence, you got to take an IQ test. And apparently on these servers there aren't too many bright people around, and they're going to find out. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.